So if the world is all bankrupt, where did the money go? Has anybody sort of connected the dots to where everything goes? And WikiLeaks, all of these people that are saying we need to shut down WikiLeaks, lives are at danger. Whose lives are really in danger? I mean, diplomatic communication is at risk? Yeah, you can't con another country into another bullshit lie now. But you're going to be all pissed off because you all were like little kids. All of these politicians have been like little kids lying to each other just so that they can get all of the candy in the candy store. Basically, if you want to look at where trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars have gone to, where humanity has gone with our brilliant minds, is in how many ways can we destroy the planet. And we've done it through wars. The last depression, they ended up, I mean, come on, can you not wake up that the solution to the last depression was increase war, because it'll get everybody working, and welfare. And, you know, what did that do? In whose mind did we think that that was a good idea? I mean, I was only like maybe 3 years old and could see that picture was really, really screwed up. But everybody just thought, yeah, war and welfare was the way to go. We need stimulus. Any form of stimulus is bullshit. Because it's a sign you're doing something wrong. And any sign of war, that's what's at risk. We're all at risk. We're all in danger because we have war. I don't see anybody investing in anything that actually creates peace, that actually unfolds a healthy planet. All of our technology, as soon as we come up with a good idea, we turn it into a weapon. As soon as we come up with a good idea, we suppress it in a way that some rich guy can make a lot of money off of causing a lot of health problems for a lot of other people. We don't know how to do things right yet. When we know how to do things right, when these leaders, I mean, they're all friggin' guilty. They can get mad at each other and push whatever bomb they want at each other, but ultimately they're destroying their own world. You know, you can't bomb another country without bombing yourself. And if we can't wrap our brains around that one, then our leaders are friggin' insane. I do not see any leaders actually sitting down at a peace table. Now would be the perfect time to sit down and say, okay, now we're having a peace table. And we ain't leaving the room until we all get along. That's what I demand. It's like, I will stop the destruction of all of this system completely collapsing if all of these friggin' leaders put themselves in a room and doesn't come out until they solve some problems, until they actually create world peace. You know, that's what it takes. World peace is like a business plan. You actually have to have an outcome. You have to have a picture of what does world peace look like. Everybody lives, nobody gets harmed, everybody's happy, you know, the world is not being polluted. Let's get some definition of what world peace looks like and what we can all agree on. What would world peace look like? How would you feel? How would your life be if you actually were living in a world that was world peace? Once you get that formula, once you get that picture of, okay, this is what we decide world peace is going to be, then you end up looking at what are all the requirements to make that happen. You know, list all of your requirements, just like a business plan. What needs to happen all the way down the line that ends up supporting the end result that you want? Then we got this little trick called time. We live in time. So then you put a time frame to it. I want it done in a year. So it's like when you have a time frame, that pushes you to get a job done. Kind of had a little experience with that one. Went to school, had a lot of abuse I was dealing in my life. The abuse in my life escalated the year I went to school. That was the worst friggin' year of my life, but it also was the best year of my life. And I went into programming. Thought I would get into a career that could actually support my kids, and that career was paying quite high. Nobody told me that there was that much work and the abuse would actually escalate, so that education was a complete waste of time because you can't work in that type of field with this level of abuse that no government system wants to stop. So it's like, okay, there's a student loan that couldn't get paid. It's on you guys. You didn't want me working because nobody wanted to stop the abuse so I could go to work every day. and pay my taxes. Regardless, when I did go to school, they kept giving me impossible projects and told me I had to do it in 3 days. And it's like, that's impossible. I can't accomplish that. That's impossible. So the first day, every student that got their little project was like, oh my God, that's impossible. You can't do that. It's like, are these people insane trying to make us do something that's completely impossible? And you know what? Every time it was due, I got it done. So it's like what appears to be impossible is only impossible because you just don't know how to do it. But, you know, when they put a time frame on that, that made me want to do it because I had to. So it's like as soon as we put a time frame on our business plan of creating world peace, that'll get the job done. So that's what we're kind of looking at is we just need, you know, to put a business plan together. Create world peace. Then nobody's in danger. But right now, the only people in danger right now, all these rich people, are these politicians. Nobody else is in danger except for what these rich people plan to do. If we locked them all up, the world would be safe. If every single one of these politicians were just behind bars and not allowed to speak, not allowed to interact with the world in any way, shape, or form, the world would be safer. But I don't see, they own the police, they own the judges, you know, so you got to get all of the police, you got to put all of the judges, all of the media, it has to all be in jail, and then we could solve world peace real fast. The only thing that's stopping us are all these people. So you put them all in jail, you know, and while they're in jail, it's like we need to heal them. We need to get them some help because they're mentally ill right now and don't really know it. They're completely fucking insane, thinking that they're trying to create a peaceful world while all they're doing is trying to, in how many ways can we destroy our planet? And get rich at the same time, and get as much money that we can never ever possibly spend in our lives, and while we make everybody else unemployed, there's nothing for me to buy anyways. I can have all the money in the world, but what do I buy? Nobody's working, nobody's making anything for me to buy. I can't buy those fancy clothes anymore because there's no slaves making them, because we took all of the money away. It's totally insane, and they just need to maybe not put in a jail, but maybe put in a hospital where Dr. Wolf might be able to cure some of them, if Dr. Wolf can cure himself first. But it's quite an insane picture. And the drama continues. But there's my piece. Peace out.